Hello, this is Professor Urbis White. Today I will go over simplifying rational expressions. So let's get started. Let's start with fractions. If we have a fraction, how do we simplify it? I'll just go over the steps because the steps for rational expressions are pretty much the same. Now, what you do is you try to prime factor as much as you can. 10 is 2 times 5, and 14 is 2 times 7. Cross the 2's out, 5 over 7. Does it make sense? All right. Now, let's look at this example. You have 2 and 7, 4 and 2. The question is, I just made this in here. Can I do this and this? That's the question. The answer is no. Okay? Because remember what you're supposed to do? Order of operations says, do things in parentheses. So you have 2 times 5 over 7 times 6. I can now simplify 2 and 6, but I cannot do these two. So don't do that. So let's go. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then you have 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay? So this is one area you need to pay attention and not make mistakes. Okay. The second thing, when we have more complex expressions and then they are all factored out for you, what are you allowed to do? Let's look in here. X minus 1 is already factored out. I can do this. And what do I have left? I have x plus 3 over x plus 2. All right? So do not cross this out. X plus 3, x plus 2. Oh, that's 3 over 2. Do not do that. Not right. Okay. Now, why is it not right? Because look at the difference. There is a multiplication between this and this, and there's an addition between this and this. So when you see addition or subtraction, you are not allowed to cross them out. So let's do this one. Here's another one that you have to pay attention. A little bit harder. I can do these two. That's very good. The question is, can I do this? X minus 1, x minus 1. Can I do this? Question mark. The answer is no. You can cross these out. Guess what? This whole thing is, there's a plus in here, so you cannot do that. So the answer is, you cross these two out. The blue ones are good. You're going to have x minus 1 over y plus x minus 1. You're going to leave it alone. Okay, so as long as you pay attention to this, you're going to be okay. So let's move on. Okay, how do I do this? Here's another area where there may be some mistakes. X minus 1, 1 minus x. Do you see these are reversed? You have to always remember this fact. X minus 1 is simply, if I factor out negative 1, it's going to be 1 minus x. Look at it. Because 1 minus x means negative 1, positive x. Commuter property of addition says you can switch them around because there's an addition here. X minus 1. Do you see it? X minus 1 is the same as negative reverse version of it. 1 minus x. So what does that mean? I can go and I can write x minus 1 as negative 1 minus x over x plus 2, 1 minus x. Look what I can do now. I have 1 minus x, 1 minus x. What do I have left? There is a hidden 1 here. So you have a negative 1 over x plus 2. You can also write this like that. You can put that negative in front of it, 1 over x plus 2. Or you can also write it like that, 1 over negative x plus 2. Or you can also write this like that, 1 over negative x, negative 2. All these are acceptable. So make sure you pay attention to that. So when you have the reverse, you can cross them out, and now you can have a -1 left behind. Let's look at this example. Now that one is not necessarily factored out, so I'm going to go and factor this out. Watch the factoring portion of the videos. I'm going to factor x cubed plus 1 out. So there is a hidden cube in there, so x cubed plus 1 is simply x plus 1, first one squared, last one squared, and the middle term is x. This is the factored version of that. And then I have x plus 1. Here the factoring portion of that is x minus 1 times x minus 1. Let's see if I can cross things out. These two will cross out. Always remember, this long version of the cubic factoring is prime, so it doesn't go anymore. And this one is already prime factored, so the answer is simply x squared minus x plus 1 over x minus 1 squared. You cannot go any further than that. Okay, let's do this problem. Again, this requires factoring knowledge. Let's look at this. -28. Remember how we used to factor? This is product sum method. Watch that video to see how this is factored. -28 simply is 4 times 7. Which one is negative? -7, positive 4. And the addition is going to give me -3. So this factors out as x minus 7, x plus 4. So watch that factoring video. This one is difference of two squares. How do you do factoring with that one? This one is x squared minus 7 squared, which factors out x plus 7, x minus 7. Now I cross them out. What crosses out? X minus 7s. What do I have left? I have an x plus 4 on top, x plus 7 at the bottom. And I cannot do this crossing out, remember, because there is a plus in the middle. So I'm done with that. Okay, let's do another cubic. This one is difference of two cubes. And watch that video. This one is product sum. And this one is prime. So I'm going to do these factorizations. You may want to do, go to the side and do all these factorizations. So I'm going to do x cubed minus 8. That's x cubed minus 2 cubed. And this is how it works. X minus 2. Then you square the first one. You square the last one. And you multiply the middle. And the sign is going to be positive, 2x. Let's do this one. X squared minus 4x plus 4. This one is -2, -2. So in other words, that's going to factor out as x minus 2 squared. And this one is prime. Let's put it all together. You're going to have x minus 2, this is that, x squared plus 2x plus 4. At the bottom, you have x minus 2 squared. And this one is prime. Leave it alone. Let's cross things out. One of the x minus 2's will go. And this one is, remember, the prime part of the cubic. And this one is prime. And all you have is x, oh, let me see. Yeah, x squared plus 2x plus 4. And then you have x minus 2. And then you have x squared plus 4. All right. This one is all good. All right. Very good. So that's the end of this problem. Okay. So I did a couple of these, and just pay attention to how to factor these things. And once you factor them, everything is actually pretty straightforward. and cross them out. Do not cross out things when there's a subtraction or addition in the middle, and you'll be okay.